Hello, children. Today, our lesson is focused on geography of the Virgin Islands. Let us look at our important terms for this lesson. We are about to do a brainstorming activity. This is where you will get your piece of paper, or if you want, you can use your notebook, your pencil, or a pen. And I would like you to copy the terms that is in front of you and try to the best of your knowledge to define or explain those terms. Remember now, you are new to this topic. So please don't worry about if you are wrong or if you are right, okay? I just would like you to attempt to explain and define the terms that is on the screen. Unpause the video and let's compare the terms that I will give to you with what you have just completed in your brainstorm activity. Geology is a scientific study of the origin, history, and structure of the earth recorded in rocks. And the person that studies geology is called a geologist. Geography is a study of the earth, its features, and how we human beings interact with our natural environment. Continent. I know this is not the first time you're hearing of this word continent. And your continent is referred to as a large landmass. Moving on, let's look at the word archipelago. Archipelago is simply a group or chain of islands, and the Caribbean is considered an archipelago because if you look at the map, you will see the Caribbean is there like a string, or if you want to say like a chain of islands. Let's look at the term Caribbean now. We live in the Caribbean, so I'm pretty sure we have a fair understanding of what the Caribbean is. But nevertheless, let's work with this definition. The Caribbean is a region consisting of the Caribbean Sea, its islands, and the surrounding coasts. Next, longitude. Longitude is a distance that runs from North to South Pole on the Earth's equator. And lastly, latitude is a distance that runs from east to west on the Earth's equator. Now, latitude and longitude normally reads together. The latitude, your latitude line, it divides the Earth into two hemispheres, which is the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Now, the northern hemisphere is above the equator and the southern hemisphere is below the equator. Your latitude lines, your latitude, it divides the Earth into two hemispheres, the western and the eastern hemisphere. Moving on now, I have a question for you. Do you know which region of the world you live in? We are moving on now to the main focus of the lesson. So we just covered the terms that we need to know for this particular lesson. One of our objectives for this lesson is for us to identify the continents of the world. I hope you guys can remember the definition for a continent. We said that a continent is a large landmass. I want you to try again to do another activity for me. So look at the map that is in front of you right now that is saying the 7 continents, and try to label it for me. All right? So just look at the screen and try to see if you can figure out or the names of the different continents and their location. All right, so I hope you guys have been participating. Never mind, I cannot see you. I really do hope that you did attempt that activity. So our continents, we have North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, or what you will see occurring in a lot of the textbooks now is Oceania. I will place that in your notes in the description. So that makes up our 7 continents. The region we live in is called the Caribbean. Now, if you look closely at the map of the Caribbean, you will notice that this region, talking about the Caribbean, it is surrounded by the Caribbean Sea. All right. Also, if you notice as well, the location of the Caribbean, so it's between North and South America. North America is to the north of the Caribbean, and South America is to the south of the Caribbean. The Caribbean is divided into the Greater Antilles and the Lesser Antilles. The Greater Antilles is made up of the bigger, or if you want to say the larger islands. That's how we call it, the Greater Antilles. And the Lesser Antilles is made up of the smaller islands. Bear in mind that the focus of this lesson is on the geography of the Virgin Islands. Okay, so we coming down where we're gonna zoom in on the Virgin Islands. Now, previously we said that the Caribbean is divided into the Greater and the Lesser Antilles. Now, the Lesser Antilles is further divided into the Leeward and the Windward Islands. The Virgin Islands can be found in the leeward side of the Lesser Antilles. Now, you might ask the question, what is the difference between the Windward and the Leeward Islands? The Windward is towards the wind, or if you want to say the direction from which the wind is blowing, while the Leeward is away from the direction from which the wind is blowing. The Virgin Islands, which is the easternmost part of the Greater Antilles, is divided into the US Virgin Islands and the British Virgin Islands. The coordinates of the Virgin Islands, we have 18.2 degrees north latitude and 64 degrees west longitude. Some of the main islands that makes up the British Virgin Islands, we have Tortola, Anegada, Virgin Gada, Jos van Dyke. Rotown is the capital of the British Virgin Islands. Now, some of the main islands for the United States Virgin Islands, we have St. Croix, St. Thomas, the one that we really love to go to do a little shopping, St. John, and Water Island. Let's do a quick recap. The focus of today's lesson was on the geography of the Virgin Islands. So the first thing we did, we went through our key terms. Then we looked at the continents, or 7 continents. And we said the 7 continents are Africa, South America, North America, Asia, Europe, Antarctica, Australia, or we can call it Oceania. Then we said that the Caribbean is a region consisting of the Caribbean Sea and its island. The Caribbean is also known as an archipelago, all right, because it's a chain of islands. The Caribbean is further divided into the Greater and the Lesser Antilles. The Lesser Antilles is further divided into the Leeward and the Windward Islands. Also, we stated that the Leeward Islands, this side is facing away from the wind, and the windward side is facing towards the wind. So the windward will have more rain and the leeward will be more dry. The Virgin Islands is located in the Lesser Antilles, and it's a part of the Leeward Islands. So we have come to the end of this lesson. I do hope you did enjoy. Please remember to give a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Thank you. See you some other time.